Hello everybody, today is Sunday, July 8th, 2012, and again, my name is Kevin Sixen Carlino. I suppose this is the second edition of Sixen's Fixens. Today I'm just going to address the magic find issues, I guess you could say, that we're currently having. I'm just going to very quickly run through the 5 options, or I guess technically 6 options that Blizzard's given us, and then I'm just going to throw out my potential solution, so I suppose option number 7. So let's just start off with the 5 options that they gave us in their blog. The first option being the hard cap on magic find. Now, that does indeed solve the gear swapping issue relatively well. I'm just not a big fan of hard caps because it essentially kills min-maxing. So basically, not only are we not going to swap gear, we're really not going to care about magic find at all anymore. So I don't really like that solution, but it does solve the problem. Options 2, 3, and 4 are all just basically different variations of magic find over time, and they can really easily just be gamed. Basically, you can just wait until whatever time passes and swap the gear, and then wait whatever time is necessary in order to hit your target or max magic find. So essentially those can still be gamed and they don't really solve the problem. Option number 5 is tying magic find into the Nephilim Valor system. Now, this is certainly interesting. I don't really think it's a viable solution for 2 different reasons. The first reason is if I find an upgrade when I'm playing through the game, let's say I'm not even magic finding, I'm just playing through the game, I find an upgrade with 5 stacks and now I replace the item and now I've lost a stack of Nephilim Valor for just progressing. That's not a good system. The second half of that is simply just because it can also be gamed. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, well, my magic find gear is, let's say, 300%. So I've got a magic find set of 300%. Do I swap the gear and get 300%, or do I not swap the gear and keep 75%? And that's essentially what it is. Nephilim Valor is 75% magic and gold find, whereas your set is whatever percent. So obviously you're going to look at that and say, well, 75% or 300%? Well, obviously 9 times out of 10 you're going to switch. The only catch is that Nephilim Valor guarantees rares. I think it's 4 stacks guarantees 1 rare, 5 stacks guarantees 2 rares when you are fighting champions and bosses. But otherwise, I mean, again, like I said, 9 times out of 10 you're going to look at that and say, well, 300% is a hell of a lot more than 75%. The chances of me getting magical or plus items are a lot greater, obviously, so you're probably just going to swap them anyway. So that with that in mind, I don't think option number 5 solves it either. So essentially, with the 5 options that Blizzard has given us, the first option being a hard cap on magic find solves the gear swapping issue, but again, I'm not a huge fan of this solution. There's technically a 6th unofficial solution, and that's just adding a gear swap set, like a swap button. So basically, it would allow us to have 2 gear sets that we can equip at a time, and you just hit a button and it swaps to it. Similar to like Diablo II, just an entire set instead of just a weapon and offhand. Basically, what Lylira said was, yeah, we know that this is a possible solution, but it's really not a solution because it doesn't solve the problem. It just encourages it, and it says, yeah, we're okay with it. So that aside, I'm gonna give out my 7th potential option. So this is my solution to the magic find problem that we're currently having. Basically, what I'm saying is re-implement the talisman, bring back charms, and even bring back the mystic, and these kind of all fall in line with each other. So basically, what I'm saying is, if we bring back the talisman, only have magic and gold find. Yeah, and I'm also saying gold find as well. Because the same problem really exists. You either have a magic find set or a gold find set. So basically, bring back the talisman, and then bring back charms, and only have gold and magic find that particular, or those 2 affixes spawn on charms. That's it. So what I'm saying is remove gold and magic find affixes from all items, period. Of course, other than these charms. Now, to keep things interesting, you can basically just allow other affixes to spawn on charms. So things like plus main stat, plus vitality, I mean, really anything. Just to get, literally, that's just to keep us hunting for better charms instead of just having the perfectly rolled charms and then stopping and never trying to find others again. I mean, eventually that's what's going to happen, and the same thing's going to happen for items. But my thing is, allow us to min-max with these charms as well by giving us different affixes. So basically, we're always going to be looking for different charms to always have plus magic and gold find, but at the same time to also have plus whatever affixes we need for this particular build that we're using. Now, along these lines, we can also bring back the Mystic. Assuming that Blizzard does follow this suggestion and they do remove magic and gold find from all items, Now what they can do is they can take the Mystic, bring back the enhancement system that the Mystic previously gave us. And actually, for those of you that don't know, the Mystic is, or was, the third artisan. Essentially, it was the blacksmith, the jeweler, and then the Mystic, and the Mystic had this enhancement system, which is just enchanting, similar to World of Warcraft. But my proposition here is to bring back the Mystic and enhancing, and only allow her to enhance her items with magic and gold find affixes. That's it. So it'll always keep us looking for better items. It'll completely solve the gear swapping issue, because now we're no longer looking for different items to swap. We're now trying to min-max stats, attributes, and gold and magic find through the talisman system. And actually, for those of you that don't know, the talisman is just sort of like a follower special. It's just a slot where you can put several charms in on your character, so you're not taking up inventory space like Diablo 2. So you basically just throw these charms into a slot in the character pane. I don't really know how to explain it, but you can search it up on Google, just talisman system Diablo 3, and you can see exactly what I'm saying very quickly. So anyway, what I'm saying here is bring back the talisman and charms, and then bring back the Mystic. So just to complete my thought from before about the Mystic, again, bring back the enhancement system, allow her to enhance our items with magic and gold find. And on top of that, maybe have her do something with charms. Allow her to re-roll charms, allow her to add stat enhancements to charms to help keep things interesting. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I just think that a system along those lines would be perfect because A, it solves the gear swapping issue, and B, it's pretty creative, and I don't really see any cons against it. Obviously, the downside being that magic and gold find are no longer items, but again, this is kind of resolved by allowing the Mystic to enhance our items again with magic and gold find anyway. So really what it does is it, in essence, just solves the gear finding or the gear swapping problem, and that's it. It takes magic and gold find and moves it elsewhere, and also allows us to put it on our current item or gear set. So like I said, in essence, it really just resolves the issue at hand in a very creative way, and it doesn't like restrict us from doing anything, similar to the option number 1 that Blizzard gave us. Basically, the hard cap, and that just really devalues magic find. So again, my solution resolves the issue in a creative way, and just to reiterate, what I'm saying is bring back the talisman, charms, and of course the Mystic with this enhancement system, and I don't know, maybe some way for her to interact with charms, whether she creates new charms or crafts charms, like a crafting or a charm blacksmith kind of a person. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but conceptually I think this is a great idea. It helps solve the issue, and it doesn't restrict much of anything. So again, guys, thank you for watching. These were just my 2 cents in the magic find, the current magic find problem. So again, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoy listening to what I have to say, watch the Diablo Daily Monday, Wednesday, or just Monday and Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, and then of course Friday I have my State of Sanctuary podcast, also at 3 p.m. So one more time, thanks for watching, and take it easy, guys.